Hello, I'm Brady Holthouse. And I'm Jordan Kent. And today, we're going to teach you about how statistics can lie to you. First, we'll discuss the history of lying statistics. I'm super excited. How about you? I am too. Now about that history.
Tell me.
In 1954, a guy by the name of Darrell Huff, came out with a book called How to Lie with Statistics. This is the first notable book to explain to the general public how and why stats can lie.
Is it true that this book outlines how people lie both intentionally and unintentionally to draw inaccurate conclusions?
That's correct. But first, let's go back a little bit. Statistics were actually founded in the 17th and 18th centuries to use for chance games, such as gambling.
I'm pretty sure that the data used for a much broader field and used for almost everything.
That's right, Jordan. Today's stats are used to understand data and make informed decisions throughout the natural and social sciences, medicine, business, and even other areas. Thanks,
Right.
Jordan.
Gee, Jordan, those numbers look kind of fishy. Maybe you're using the incorrect use of central tendency.
You know what, Brady? You're right. What they may have done, they may have used median when mean was incorrect. Here's how. We have our set of numbers 18, 18, 20, 26, 29, 300, 450, and 1000. Now, on this particular set, if you count out how many, there's 4 on this side, 4 on this side. You need to draw a line right down the middle. The median would equal 27.5. Does that look right? I don't think so.
Me either, Jordan.
The correct thing would have done to do would be mean. If you add all these numbers up, you get a number somewhere around 1,851. Then, if you were to divide that by the number of numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you'd equal out something roughly 233.25. Now let's see. What looks a little bit more accurate? 27.5, which would be median, or 233.25. I'm putting my money on this one. How about you?
Me too, Jordan.
Now you know.
I think I got this one, Jordan. Be my guest. Yes! Now, in this set of data, I believe the central tendency is incorrect. In this set of data, the data equals 123,045. Because if you can see, this is actually one number. Now, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 numbers here. Now, in this set of data, the median is correct because it's in the center right here at 110. And if you notice, these numbers here are actually closer together. The mean in this set of data would be way off because it equals 20,567.5. And that's incorrect because that makes these numbers way different. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
The way the cookie crumbles.
Gee, Jordan, I think we're both stumped on this set of data.
Not yet. I think I have one more trick up my sleeve.
Really? I'd like to see this.
They could have used numbers similar to these. Mode, as you might know, is the most frequent term. 30 is used 3 times, making it the mode. Now, if you take all these numbers and add them to each other, you get a number like 2,700. When you divide that by how many numbers there are, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you'll get a numbers somewhere around 385.71. Now, you tell me, Brady, what looks right, 30 or 385.71?
Now, if you ask me, I think 385.71 looks way more.
You're right.
Thanks, Jordan. You're such a good teacher.
That's how it is.
This graph here represents the explosion of educational spending. But if you look at it this way, it doesn't look quite the same. Now look at these two graphs together. They're actually modeling the same things, but can be completely misleading to one another. For instance, this graph here shows an incredible spike in the data, while this graph here makes it look a lot more flat, and as if there wasn't as much spending done.
Thanks for the info, Brady.
You're welcome, Jordan. And I'm out.
The only meaningful memory you thought you had left with some bratty, bright and bubbly, terrible scene that was doing her thing on your chest, but oh, calmly. It isn't as bratty as you'd like to guess in your memory. Drunk on your automy, it doesn't mean anything at all. Oh, calmly. All of your friends are all letting you blow.
Well, this sums it up here at Avoiding Lying Statistics. Now remember, kids, read between those numbers.
Mrs. Meyer showed me the way, right in my day, showed me a new way, how they can lie to me.
Well, children, this sums up our tour of how to read between the numbers. I hope you enjoyed the ride. I know I did. And I hope you learned a thing or two. And I want you to look at these little articles that show you statistics, and I want you to read between the numbers. Figure out how they might be lying to you, because most likely